Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Ondo. Wanted to do a full update here. I know quite a lot of you are interested in that, and quite a lot of you are watching Ondo, accumulating Ondo. So I just wanted to give you my full thoughts on the current situation, what happened, what's most likely to happen next, and just in general, hopefully everything you need to know. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I'll try to keep it short to not take up too much of your time this beautiful Sunday. But let's get right into it. So ultimately, last week, did a video on Ondo as well. And what we talked about then is the breakout we had, all right? Because Ondo did break out last week, and we actually did that with relatively high volume as well. At least the highest volume since the last crashes we had at the start of March. So it all looked great, right? We broke out here, we broke out with volume. But then Wednesday, we already saw some weakness, and we saw that Ondo wasn't able to break back above 92 cents, which is, look, something I read today is that one of the key things you have to know, I mean, it's kind of like Cruyff in English, like trading is simple, but simple trading is difficult, in the sense that there's two things you basically need to do with trading. You need to identify which direction the price is trying to go, and then you need to identify how good of a job it's doing at going in that direction. And if we apply that to Ondo, I mean, last week we obviously saw that Ondo wanted to break out. But then if you take a look at the price action here, where we first broke above 92 cents, which is a minor key level, but then with the first minor bearish pressure we had on Wednesday, which wasn't even that bad, we already weren't able to break above 92 cents again. That already was a technical bearish confirmation. And even though I think fundamentally Ondo is still great, we still have a TVL of around $1 billion, and I still think some of the things that are on the roadmap for 2025 and just in general some ties they have, I think it's all great, right? And I think the fundamentals for Ondo are not a problem, but ultimately the technicals dictate, right? The technicals show you what buyers and sellers and what the market thinks, and the market last week already wasn't that enthusiastic, so we dropped back down into the range, all right? And I would say right now we're holding relatively well, but that is the current situation, all right? We're basically back at square one after the crash the 11th of March, where we're in this consolidation between, well, I would say 75 cents. I still think that's our main support, even though we only spiked down there once. And then here at 90 cents, which is our main resistance level. So that's the range. And for now, I think it's most likely we will be able to hold that range. We also have some imbalances here to the upside. You can see a fair value gap. The first one we're filling right here at 82 cents. But there's another one right here at 88 and 87 cents. So I think we have a good chance to actually, really get into that consolidation, get some strength as well, to get back up to 89 cents. However, what I do want to warn you for, so I think for now this is most likely for Ondo, stability. But what I do want to warn you for is that one of the main reasons for the weakness last week was worries and just in general uncertainty regarding the tariffs and trade war situation, right? And if you go back in time, we've had some massive bearish pressure because of that, right? So be aware that in the next 24 hours, even though I don't think it's most likely, we could have moves, well, not like this. Well, it is possible. You should be prepared for a move like this, all right? If you're not prepared for that with either a stop loss or good risk management, then you're doing something wrong, all right? Because the next 24 hours and the next week is going to be very uncertain. So even though I think it's most likely we will actually have some stability, and we've already dropped down quite a fair bit in anticipation of the news, be prepared for it. But for now, this is most likely. I will keep you updated on when we actually can get a breakout or a breakdown. But for now, that's what you need to know. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.